Okay, here we are again. It's Sunday morning. It's 12/19, July 8th, 2012. And I'm going to show people how I do my Bible studies. Okay, the first thing I use is eSword. I recommend that you download this. Gives you the whole Bible with the download. It gives you the Strong's numbers. If you don't know who James Strong's was, you can look him up on the internet. Anybody who is a Bible studier is familiar with his work and the reason for it. Needless to say, the reason for the new translations, in my humble opinion, is to get away from the tools that bring even more clarity to the English translation from the original Greek, Hebrew, or Aramaic. So, eSword, vitally important, makes it great. You got your books over here, you got your little auto hide deal there, and you can pull this out and you can make it a sticky, and all your books are right here. This is how it works. You go up here for your Bible search. Say you want to search wiles. We'll do the wiles, because the wiles of the devil is why you need this anyway. So let's read this numbers. For they vex you with their wiles, wherewith they have beguiled you in the manner of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of a princess of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague for Peor's sake. So if you wanted to find out, say for instance, some things about that, you click on this link right here, and it let's go show all windows. We'll click that. When I click that, see how it moves that over. So that verse should be highlighted. Go to the KJV Plus. We can find out that Cosby's faults, Cosby and Midianitis. We can find out Peor's sake. We can come over here to Peor. A mountain east of Jordan, also a deity worshipped there. See also, so you can be led into some other. And the other thing I'd point out here is you have the tooltips pop up, but as soon as you try to come over and hit those other ones, so you got to click it and bring it here, and then you can reference the other ones. And if there happens to be more inside there like that, you're going to have to enter those right over here. So you would highlight that and put the number in there and enter it, and it'll bring you to that for the Strong's number. So the other tool that I use is the Companion Bible, and this is the Bullinger Bible. And I would point out that Bullinger did believe in the rapture, but those in the know don't stop them from using this wonderful resource. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's probably the number one thing a person should understand. So I don't believe I have Isaiah yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go save link as by right clicking. I'm going to go like this, and here's the books I do have. So I'm going to take Isaiah. Oh, I already do have Isaiah. So let me get one that I don't have. Let's go with Zechariah, because what I would also end up doing is dividing this with a folder in there, new and versus old, and then you'll see if you don't have your Adobe PDFs updated, you should update your Adobe. And so now we can look at this. And now the other thing I wanted to show you is that you see this AP right here. It's pointing us to the appendix. Well, when you're in this here, they had the idea that you can click that, but it doesn't work. for whatever reason. Maybe somebody can tell me why that don't work. But nevertheless, I go up here and I have in my favorites under Bible study stuff, I have the appendices to the companion Bible, and I just go like that, and then I'll have this on my um, taskbar. So if I read appendix 1, obviously I can come right here and I'll click on that and I'll get more information concerning that particular passage. And so yeah, let me see if there's anything I left out. I've got eSword, I've got the companion Bible, and well, another thing I would point out is I was able to get the Smith's Dictionary also included in eSword. So if it said dictionaries, see what that does. And you can download all these also in here. So it's a really great way to do your Bible studies. If you're interested in YouTube videos where self-proclaimed prophets and scholars are on there, you definitely, if you hear something that sounds kind of fishy, you need to be able to know how to go and discern what's being said. And this is a great way to do that, to keep yourself safe from becoming a whore. Okay? An adulterous whore. An adulterous whore is somebody who becomes entangled in the systems of lies, churches that are lying to the people. The people don't know. Peer pressure becomes a point of reference for them. Well, if there's this many people here, the truth must be being said. Well, the Bible actually says that that's not going to be the case, and I can show you that right here. You could say, well, it says all. All I would have to do is go all would come back with a huge amount of word searches, but this will give you an idea how this works. I'm actually not going to use all. I'm going to use book, and then he that overcometh the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. I would point out this blot out. What happens when you do something with white out? You blot some white out on the page. Guess what? What was there ain't there no more. So, yeah, it's not burning down in hell forever either. So the other thing I would say is, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Oh, wait a second. All that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life. So another thing I would say to you is, do we automatically get into that book of life? And if it's saying here, all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, what's going on here? I mean, obviously that's talking about Satan, isn't it? So he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell therein. It was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. New world order, okay? And all that dwell upon him. So when you hear people saying, well, the new world order, that doesn't sound so bad. They're doing such great things. I mean, look at what they're doing. They're taking care of the poor, and everybody gets to have everything now. And so, yeah, it's pretty important that you don't end up worshiping Satan. And how would you end up worshiping Satan? By believing a rapture, because Satan's coming first to claim he's God. So if he happens to say, with miracles happening, I'm God, look at me, and all of a sudden he says, I've come to rapture you away, are you going to believe him? And if you think you're written in the book of life now, will that get your name blotted out of the book of life? Something to think about, people. So anyway, there's my 2 cents on the matter. I'm sharing with you how I go about my studies, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.